I haven't faced combat in wars. I've covered wars, but never faced combat. The, there's a simple rule, and that is that no story is worth your life or a reporter's life. No story. I remember once covering the elections in El Salvador, and coming back at night to the hotel where most of the foreign correspondents were staying, and two of them were missing one night. And I thought, it isn't worth it. It really isn't worth it that to cover an election in a country. Remember that it was right in the middle of the civil war in El Salvador, but it isn't worth it, the life of one correspondent or one reporter to lose simply because you have to cover a story. And that's what I have in mind whenever I travel with anyone. It doesn't matter what you do, you have to come back alive. That's the rule. Once I did something incredibly stupid. The war against Afghanistan has started. I was during Thanksgiving watching TV, and I saw what other correspondents were doing in Afghanistan. So I asked my news director back then to allow me to go to Afghanistan, and she said no, because it was too dangerous, among many other reasons, I suppose. So what I did, I took a vacation. I bought my ticket to Pakistan. I went from Pakistan to Afghanistan completely by myself. I hired a freelancer who would, and a translator who would help me. And I went all the way to Tora Bora, where Osama bin Laden was hiding. I could have died at any moment going from Pakistan to Tora Bora. Some foreign correspondents had been killed in that road going to the mountains of Tora Bora. And it was incredibly stupid because I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have gone by myself. I could have been killed. But as a reporter, I felt that I needed to be where the action was. I needed to be where the world was changing. That was the promise that I had made to myself. But I also understood that to risk your life for no reason whatsoever, it's simply not worth it. And I remember coming back home and seeing my young son Nicholas, back then barely 3, and asking me, where were you, Dad? You know, and then he wrote me a note. Stop working. And that just crushed me. You know? He needed a father, and he needed a father present and a father alive. He didn't need a correspondent. He didn't need a hero. He needed a father, and I think that taught me the same lesson. You don't need a dead correspondent. No? You need a live reporter telling you what's going on in the world.